Let's talk about Jay, how they found coke at the White House.
I was going to say I already got a thread removed. I don't think I'm going to last a week on threads.
Oh, you're already getting banned?
Yeah, well, I got a
So
thread
you're getting banned
removed.
faster than they find the culprit of the White
Uh,
House
oh, I bet it. I bet it
coke eight
would.
ball.
They're never going to find the corporate behind the
Let's see what
cocaine. Hunter
happened.
Biden.
Politico tweets out White House cocaine culprit unlikely to be found. Law enforcement official. What else we got? There's some videos here too. I'm excited to see these videos. Can we get the video here? Someday, Spencer. Please. I beg it. There we go. So there is there's Hunter in the background. Look at that. Totally did a bump right there. Or at least put that shit in his teeth. We know it's him.
No, I don't.
Who
Rewind.
is,
Let's go.
unless you're mean, you like
No,
to pick your nose, who
he's
is paying that much attention to your nose if you don't
no.
do
He's definitely doing a I sniffed type nose
he sniffed
scratch.
it?
But he didn't take a sniff right then and there. He's like moving his hand over his hair and then,
I mean, I know he wouldn't do a
tickling his
bump right
nose.
out there, but
Can you imagine? Right behind his mom, he takes a bump. That would be fucking hilarious. And his mom's just like, "Oh my god, there's cameras."
oh, that's nice of Hunter Biden to hang out with some of his what are those, his children, his nieces and nephews. What about oh, it's nice of Joe Biden to hang out with his grandchildren. What about that 7th grandchild?
There was a story over the weekend about Hunter Biden's daughter in Arkansas. Does the president acknowledge this little girl as his granddaughter?
I don't have anything to share from here.
I don't have anything to share from here. And then what was KJP's response to the cocaine found at the White House?
Can you explain? You said the president has been briefed on the cocaine that was found at the White House. Is the White House conducting its own internal investigation?
This is something that's under the purview of the Secret Service. They're the ones who handle this investigation, so it lives in their purview, in their world.
And then just a quick follow-up on this type of tour. Can you explain to the American people who would have access to the West Wing on this type of tour and what kind of protocols are in place?
So look, when it comes to security protocol, that's something that the Secret Service certainly is going to handle. And so that is...
She doesn't know anything. She has no answers about anything. Like, it's so fucking amazing. Every time you ask this bitch a question, she's like, "Oh, I'm sorry. That's somewhere else. Oh, I'm sorry. That's over here. Oh, no, you got to ask, whoever the fuck in this whatever the fuck department, because nobody briefs her on anything. Nobody gives her any kind of information. And nobody talks. Like, we don't have anybody talking about how shit she is. That she doesn't answer any of these fuckers' questions whatsoever, and doesn't give any like comment that holds anything to the American people. Like, nothing. She is useless. This is a fucking useless charade to pretend like she comes up here to answer questions, to give American people information. She doesn't do shit and never has for the fucking 2 years she's been doing this goddamn fucking job.
Has she really been doing it for 2 years?
Yeah, 2 years. And instead of having an interview, like really questioning her about like the shit job that she's doing, she had an interview talking about how she's a historical figure. Well, thank you so much for being the worst fucking press secretary who's black and a lesbian. You are a complete image of inspiration to black lesbians everywhere.
Look, hold on. I just got to give credit to KJP, because honestly, it takes a really big person to throw yourself into the gauntlet as being the first black lesbian press secretary, because the bar is set so low that the next black lesbian press secretary is going to be a fucking rock star. Like, just going to be the absolute tits, the tits that only lesbians want to suck. Okay.
Yeah.
And also straight white dudes. But anyways, let's keep it moving. Let's listen to this
visitors to the West Wing. They come for many reasons. Obviously, we do have West Wing tours that occur here on campus. They happen in this particular past couple of days. They happened on Friday. They happened on Saturday and Sunday. The times that they do not happen is when there's a federal holiday, like yesterday, there was not a West Wing tour, and also when there's a large White House event. So I don't have anything more to share on the particulars. Again, when it comes to security, when it comes to anything of those types of protocols, that is something that Secret Service handles.
So there you have it. That was actually from MTG, who, oddly enough, was kicked out of the Freedom Caucus.
Where?
Just had to throw that in there real quick. All right, what's this next thing we got? I'll make a bit. I'll make this bigger.
This was found. It was found, by my observation, in a much more secure place, limited access place than that West Wing reception area. It's still a frequently trafficked place, but it's down near the Situation Room, right off West Executive, down below. And normal people, average people, just can't get in there, even with the entry from the Northwest Gate.
Well, let me bring you up to date with the reporting that I have. What we have learned is that there are, in fact, 2 West Wing entrances. You know that, I know that, but for the benefit of our audience. And now the investigation has progressed, and so they're saying the West Executive entrance, which, as you noted, is closer to the Situation Room and closer to the Navy mess, where there's the facilities for food and so forth. It is also next to West Executive Drive. That's where, for example, the vice president's vehicle is parked.
Kelly, the big change is where this.
I love it. I love it. You
So
have
they're
2
pinning
white
this
women
shit.
on the black woman to cover.
They're gonna pin
for
it
the
on the
rich
black
white
woman who
son.
got on radio on record as saying she got high.
All right. So it's an easy out. It's an easy out.
They found their scapegoat.
It's
It was
so
Kamala's
amazing.
coke.
Yeah, and you're getting this type of fucking reaction from the media all over the place. Like even CNN was making jokes and laughing about it, and then you had people tweeting, what's his name, Sam Stein over at Politico. He was like, wait till you hear about Obama being a crackhead. Basically,
Or a
was his
cokehead,
tweet.
yeah.
It's like fucking insane. It's so insane.
Look,
I mean,
Is
if
it-
this was like a presidency 20 years ago or like 15 years ago or something like that, you would be rocked. Like your presidency would be over if your son was Hunter Biden. If it came out and you saw these WhatsApp messages, if it came out that he was making this type of money using your father's name 10 years ago, 15 years ago, if we had a fucking courageous goddamn media out there, we would be seeing this guy being impeached and resigning, completely resigning.
And what's so wild is like it's not even the coke that we have a problem with, because it's cocaine. It's not like, I don't know, sniffing a child without their consent. I don't know how that how between those two things, someone sniffing drugs and someone sniffing kids, people are more pissed off about the sniffing of coke, which literally all DC like elitists do. It's not like it's some big scandal, okay? The scandal is that someone found their cocaine and they're trying to find the idiot who lost their cocaine, because who loses cocaine in the fucking White House?
Hunter Biden.
Exactly.
Hunter Biden. We have more than enough fucking evidence to form this opinion about Hunter Biden from his videos on the laptop that we were told was Russian disinformation,
Right.
from his messages and the way he talks to people, how he talks openly. Like the guy is a fucking moron. The guy is absolutely fucking dumb as shit. That 2017 WhatsApp message saying like, I'm sitting right here with my dad. The way the media is just completely covering or not even mentioning these type of things about Hunter Biden is mind-boggling to me. You had if Donald Trump Jr. coughed in a Russian accent, they would be on that like so fucking hard talking about how he's a Russian accent. It's insane. And they have no explanation for it on how hard they went under the Trump administration. And don't get me wrong, if you're a journalist, go as hard as you fucking can on these pieces of shit. Put pressure on them. These are the people in power. Don't come over here and saying, oh, finding cocaine in the White House is just an expression of a father's love for his son. The fuck is this? Every time something happens with Hunter Biden, they twist it and try to say that Biden is such a loving father.
Oh yeah. Do we have any? I don't know if we have anything because we talked about it last week or something like that. But they like Nicholas Kristof of what
New York Times.
Did he write? Is it the New York Times?
He is. Yeah, I think
he made the
he's
list
been
for that
there
shit.
forever.
Let me go find it. But yeah, Jay, keep going about your about the fucking.
Oh, every single time they want to try and paint this narrative that Biden is such a loving father and family man who will not recognize his seventh grandchild, who will not come out and talk about how Hunter Biden is completely disregarding his responsibilities of being a father. The narrative that they try to push about how Biden loves his son. Yeah, Biden loves his son because he went and used his name and got him $15 million. Fuck. Yeah. If my son was a crackhead and got me $15 million, I'll probably love him.
I probably love him too. This Nicholas Kristof tweet, as you can see, it says the real meaning of the Hunter Biden saga, as I see it, isn't about presidential corruption, but it's about how widespread addiction is, and about how a determined parent with unconditional love can sometimes reel a child back. That can give others hope. Are you fucking kidding me?
It's amazing.
This is one of the same people, and I would bet. This is gonna sound really boomer, but I bet dollars to donuts that this fucking guy would be like, Donald Trump doesn't love his kids.
Oh, absolutely.
Or really any Republican. But doesn't matter.
Yeah. So I mean, the meaning of Hunter Biden fucking rushing whores and tax exempting them and using his father's name to get millions of dollars is just a story about a father's love for his son. What the actual fuck? The guy was in his fucking 30s. When are we going to like have the sense of pending responsibility on these people? Why are we brushing that off? The guy was an adult. The guy is a full-fledged adult, and we're treating him like he's like a 17-year-old kid who just went out to a frat party and crashed his car and killed 2 whores. Like, that's not how we're supposed to see this.
Spencer in the private behind the scenes says this is like that clip of Family Guy where Cleveland gets arrested for Peter killing people. I missed that. Oh, great. You have it queued up. Even better. Let's go.
Oh, God. I'm voiding my bowels right now because I died not 30 minutes ago in the carriage on the way here.
Well, we all know how this goes.
I'm doing it. And Camilla is Cleveland in this situation.
What's so wild though is like this is what I know we talk about like good versus evil, but this is like the characteristic of evil people. They convince you that they're the good guys, and they get allies to people basically are complicit in on it because it benefits them. That these people are good people and you should listen to them. It's fucking crazy.
It's nuts. It's absolutely fucking nuts. I mean, the guy will say 2 things that are coherent, and then they go and applaud it and sit on it. It's nuts.
It's absolutely insane. It's absolutely insane. Anyways, so whose dick do you think Hunter Biden had to suck to get that bag of coke?
No one's. All you need is like $65.
But
the dealer he got it from.
Oh my god, that's the dealer.
That was when we did a cold open about how you
which
fucked
one
your
was
cars.
that?
The one where you fucked your car. It was because we were making fun of all of these
Oh,
like
that's
different
right.
genders and sexualities. Your car.
Oh god. Oh shit. I forgot. Even better.
Yeah,
What?
absolutely.
What? Wow. So
We're getting on
anything
the 60-minute mark.
Rory Metzger, Rory Metzger says Hunter on local says Hunter Biden is older than Ted Cruz. Might be time to abandon the "this is just a guy that won't give up on his kid" excuses.
Right.
And he follows up by saying Hunter being able to count on his dad's bailouts is probably what made him never really grow up. Makes you think.
Right. No, it really does. I mean, the guy was privileged throughout his whole fucking life, and he honestly thought that he could get away with the shit that he's doing. And honestly, like he's going to. Everything that has been happened has shown a complete irresponsible use of power. An irresponsible use of power. I mean, look at what the DOJ is doing. Instead of going for the DOJ's job is to go for the maximum thing of the law, and then they're just going to give this guy a slap on the wrist with all the evidence that we were seeing. And nobody is talking about the whistleblowers. Look what would happen to that fucking guy who did the whistleblower for the Ukraine call. How many times did he go on to different media shows and did the rounds and all that kind of stuff to demonize Trump and everything? Do we even know the whistleblowers' names? Have we seen them on any of these shows? Has fucking Jake Tapper got any of these guys on his fucking show? No. And all we see is the hypocrisy from every one of these fuckers who pretended that they were some heroes through the Trump years, completely disregard their newfound heroism when it comes to the Biden administration.
Yeah.
Habibi.